After you watch this video, you're never gonna have to replace your remotes again because I'm gonna give you the long-term solution to these things not working. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Let's get into it. Now, there's one major consideration we need to talk about before we get into things, and that's most remotes nowadays for your TV no longer look like this, but in fact, they're usually one of these. And that's because most of these TVs, modern TVs anyways, have built-in Fire TV, Roku TV, Google TV. You get the point, and most of these come with their own remotes. But that's actually a good thing. Let's talk solutions. So I'm gonna go over all of the simplest solutions for the major operating systems, starting with Fire TV that I have booted up right here. So if you have one of these remotes right here, here is what you're gonna do. Go and open up your phone because everybody has a smartphone. Go to the App Store and install this app, the Fire TV app by Amazon. Now, what you're gonna be able to do is actually press connect to Fire TV and click this. I'm gonna select my Fire TV cube, which I now have hooked up. And so this simply allows this to pop up on my phone, which is a complete navigation of my Fire TV cube, allowing me to use all of the directional keys. We have all of the shortcuts available. You can actually make shortcuts to any app in here. So unlike your Fire TV remote that has 2 shortcut buttons and you can't use it for third-party apps, you can use this for third-party apps and make any of your applications a shortcut, which is a major bonus. Now, they also have a quick toggle menu where you get access to all of your apps in one place. You can go home quick. You can do so much stuff on here, but I think one of the most impressive is the fact that it has a keyboard built in. This is gonna save you time, and it is completely free. But I think the best part is you can go from using this TV right here to my TV upstairs, and we don't have to worry about any connection issues. I just click here and I can change it and toggle between them super quickly. Okay, maybe that doesn't impress you or whatever. You don't have a Fire TV, it's fine. Well, a lot of you are going to have one of these. This is a Roku stick, which is becoming more and more popular, built into TVs and other operating systems. Let me show you how quick this one is. Now, my Roku remote just stopped working entirely. So the great part about the Roku app is it actually just connects to any device that is on your Wi-Fi. So I have my Roku streaming stick on my Wi-Fi. You can see it pop up there. I press connect, and now we go over to our remote and look at this. Now remember, this is gonna work on any TV that has Roku built into it, but a lot of the same features as Fire TV, where you can scroll down, see all of your apps. You can click home, we can click guide and go directly to Roku's live TV section. They have the built-in keyboard for easy typing for all of us, and all of the major keys that you're gonna use. And like before, this is very quick and easy to toggle to. This is called the Roku app, by the way. The only thing you have to remember is to have it connected to the same Wi-Fi network that your device is connected to. So that is the one caveat. Your device needs to be connected to Wi-Fi or else this doesn't work. But I'm gonna show you another solution in a few minutes that will solve that if you're not. Roku, all good, but what about Google TV? Now, Google TV actually has a few different options. One of the main ones is this Google TV app right here, where if we find this TV nearby button, we can click on that. It's gonna scan, find it on the same Wi-Fi. A code is gonna pop up, 9DD6D7, 6767. And we can click pair. And now we can click on the virtual remote and suddenly scroll through it very easily. Now, I will say it's not really as detailed as the other ones, but they do have a swipe control as well. So if you prefer to use it as a pad, this is a big bonus. I think Amazon used to have it, but they got rid of it. They have the Google Assistant. There's just no easy access apps. Now, there was a remote app for Google Home, but I couldn't figure it out for whatever reason. So this is the one I recommend. It worked perfect for me. You're just not getting all the extra app clicks and stuff, so it's not as detailed. But for Google TV devices, it is the perfect option. Now, one more, if you happen to have one of those Apple TV boxes. Apple TV is a sweet one because if you have an iPhone, all we have to do is do this. Scroll down, click the remote button, It's gonna load up, and voila, we can now scroll through our Apple TV. Now, if you don't have an iPhone, there are apps such as a TV remote for your Android device that you can find in the Google Play Store. I haven't tested it. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But most times, if you have an Apple TV box, you usually also have an iPhone. Now, if none of that works whatsoever, okay, you still need a solution. Maybe you don't have a typical TV. Try this last option. It might actually work. This, my friends, is the cheapest solution if nothing else is working. And in fact, it's only around 10 bucks. Now, it comes with this right here. Let me focus that in. This is a USB dongle, and all we have to do with this is go to our TV's USB port in the back, plug it in right there. And like I said, this is a $10 solution, and you don't need the official remote. You get all the keys, and you can move that USB dongle to any other device with a USB port on it. And if you don't have a USB port on your device, you can also get an OTG cable, which splits the power source for streaming devices and gives you a USB port. Now, if you're not sold on this remote, that's okay, because I have a video right here going over some of my favorite keyboard remotes that you can get, as well as the links, which I'll put down below just in case you want to check them out with my rankings from 1 to 5. I do helpful videos like this every week on different pieces of tech to help you save money, especially on streaming services and simple problems like this. So subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next week.